I have an external mic that's going to pick up sound from up there, so we keep both these on input too for the full surround. I have a mixer up there, so we have like a crowd mic up there. So. Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference matchup. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Geisman Gymnasium. I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. Glad you could join us here. Cougar women finally getting their home opener after spending the first 4 games of the 2018-19 season on the road. A couple of tough road contests. They come in with a record of 1-3 overall. They are 1-0 in the NAC. They will be taking on the Marian University Sabres here today inside Geisman Gymnasium, who have an 0-3 record. They're 0-1 in the NAC. Just under a minute till we get things started. Hello to everybody once again, ladies and gentlemen, children and Rusty, wherever you are. We will get you set with some more information and starting lineups here in just a few moments. National anthem time here inside Geisman Gymnasium. Cougar basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Back inside Geisman Gymnasium once again. I'm CJ Sellner. Irene Swift on the camera here for you, ladies and gentlemen, today. Let's meet your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Sabres of Marian University. At a guard, a 5'4 junior from Racine, Wisconsin, number 3, Brianna Horton. At a guard, a 5'6 junior from Racine, Wisconsin, number 20, Morgan Johnson. At a guard, a 5'5 senior from Seymour, Wisconsin, number 24, Sarah Schultz. At a forward, a 5'11 freshman from Hammond, Indiana, number 34, Paris Harris. And at a forward, the 5'8 senior from Richfield, Wisconsin, number 44, Rachel Serchin. Head coach of the Sabres is Christine Keller in her first season. And the starting lineup for the first time here inside Geisman for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars.
At a forward, the 5'10 junior from Anaheim, California, number 3, Annika Ray. At a guard, a 5'5 senior from Tinley Park, Illinois, number 13, Kayla Holliker. At a forward, a 5'10 junior from River Forest, Illinois, number 14, Crystal Core. At a guard, a 5'4 sophomore from North Riverside, Illinois, number 30, Sam Bloom. And at a guard, a 5'6 freshman from Laverne, California, number 34, Michaela Tilton. Head coach of the Cougars is Lauren Rosengarten in her first season. Assistant coach is Kayla Toussaint and Anthony Johnson. Setting the scene for this one, Concordia Chicago hosting Marian University in the home opener. Cougars have dropped 3 in a row, but they do own a 15-8 record over the past 2 seasons here inside Geisman Gymnasium. Cougars have won 4 straight home openers. Since 2011, the Cougars and Sabres have faced off 14 times. CUC owns a 10-4 record during that span, and they have won 8 straight dating back to February 14th of 2015. CUC and Marian already matched up once this season. The Cougars down the Sabres 68-42 in the season opener, which was held at Sadoff Gymnasium in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Marian University comes into this afternoon's contest 0-3 and 0-1 in the NAC. They dropped the season opener to CUC, as I said before, and then went on the road to St. Norbert for 2 contests at the St. Norbert tip-off. They dropped the opening game to the host 88-26 before falling to Carthage 82-40. Paris Harris and Rachel Serchin lead the team offensively, averaging 7.7 points per game. Sam Bloom has led the team offensively for the Cougars through the first 4 games. The sophomore is averaging 14 points per game so far. Junior Crystal Core is also a key contributor. She's averaging 7.3 points per game to go along with 8.5 rebounds per contest, which ranks 6th in the NACC. Cougars in the home white. Marian Sabres in the away blue, and we are underway. Cougars going left to right across your screen here today as the Cougars get inside quickly, and a layup is off the mark for Crystal Core. Marian in the away blue will go right to left. As a team, they're averaging 36 points per game so far. 10-foot jumper comes up well short. Offensive board and a second chance 3 is up and good out of the hands of Paris Harris. Just the 8th 3-point attempt for Harris this season, her second make out of that many chances. It was actually called a long 2, so correct that. Sam Bloom across the middle, floater up no good. Marian leading here in the early going. Glad you're here to join us today. Onto the right side screen set. Right-handed layup, no good. Michaela Tilton might have gotten a piece of that one. Bloom to the basket, and she'll get fouled. She'll shoot 2. Bloom has been impressive to transfer in, a sophomore for the Cougars, averaging 14 points per game. She dropped 20 in the conference opener against Marian to open the season. She is 12 of 13 from the free throw line for 92%. That's been a big point of emphasis that the Cougars have to improve on as a team, shooting just 59% from the free throw line so far this season. First one up and good for Bloom. 2-1 your score, 8:49 remaining here in the first quarter. A little bit about Coach Rosengarten. Was a player at McHenry Community College from 2002 to 2004, and then played at North Park University from 04 to 06 before beginning her coaching career, which began at Judson University. Made her way around, was at North Park University for 6 years as a head assistant before taking the job here at CUC. That one inside, tough shot fading away, and it'll be saved by Anna Correa. Bloom ahead to Crystal Core. She backs it out. Now she'll float one up in the lane and in. 4 points on the day so far now for Bloom. And the Cougars take their first lead at 4-2. Right-handed layup, no good, and Ray comes away with it. Cougars look to get it out in transition. Core to Bloom. Finds Core underneath. Layup just couldn't roll, get the friendly roll and go in. Core with the good front on the defensive side. It tipped away, and Marian will have to reset with 13 to shoot. Now 5 to shoot to the top. 3 is up and good out of the hands of Harris. So there's her second three-pointer of the season. Marian takes the lead back at 5-4. Ball kicked. Holliker for 3 from the wing is well off the mark, and they're going to get an over-the-back called on Anna Correa, her first, team's first. They're going to get another foul here, this one on Bloom. And that'll be her first. That'll be the team's second. Marian ball, 7:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Looking to get it into Paris, gets picked up by Ray. Turnaround jumper, and they're going to get Ray for a push after the shot, on the shot. So it'll be 2 free throws coming here for Harris. It's been pretty obvious that's where the Sabres have wanted to go here in the early goings. So that's the second personal already on Ray. So foul trouble here for the Cougars. First shot for Harris is no good, and we'll have substitutions on the Cougar side. It'll be a full line change for the Cougars, so a fresh 5. Maddie Voyacek alongside Jada Dixon, Deja Southall, Michaela Thornton, and Ashley Measle. Second Harris free throw is no good as well, and Thornton will bring it away for the Cougars. Sabres lead this one 5-4, just over 3 minutes in. To Measle around the top. Now Voyacek. Thornton's been one of the stronger performers so far in the early goings this season for the Cougars. Now Measle at the top with 10 to shoot. Now Thornton with 5. Needs somewhere to go. They're going to have to hoist it up late. Voyacek from range, and it comes up just short. Cougars were not overly organized on that possession. Inside for the Sabres. Cougars double. Kick now to Harris. Harris to the basket. Left-handed layup is no good, and the Cougars come away. Loose ball, and the Sabres get it. Shot up and blocked away out of bounds. Good hands there by Jada Dixon. Couple substitutions on the Marian side. It will be number 4, Molly Magnus, alongside number 12, Asia Hunter. Screen set, Marian with the fresh 30. Pump fake by Searchin, wanted to get it underneath, and she'll get called for the travel. Hunter will pick up in the full court. Measle running the point. Screen set by Dixon. Now to Thornton on the wing. She'll come across to Voyacek. Thought about a 3, now will drive center court. Measle wanted to get it inside to Dixon, but it got deflected, and it'll get tied up. Possession arrow favors Marian. Another Marian substitution will be the 5'7" freshman guard from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. Number 21, it'll be Amanda Verheyen. Cougars double. And they're going to get a block called on Southall. That'll be the 4th team foul for the Cougars, so it'll be double bonus situation on the next foul. Difference between the men and the women's game, the Cougars, or excuse me, when the Cougars hit that 5th team foul, it's automatically double bonus. A rule that changed 3 or 4 years ago now. It's been a good change, I think. I would like to see it on the men's side as well. That jumper's up, no good. Loose ball underneath, and Thornton will come away with it. Looking to get out in transition. She'll take it. Tough shot off the backboard and in. Cougars take a 6-5 lead as we hit the midway point of the opening quarter of this one. Ball deflected away by Southall. And is thrown away into the hands of Michaela Thornton. Quickly ahead, Measle, and she'll draw the foul, and she'll shoot 2. Foul will be on number 12, Asia Hunter, her first, team second. 2 free throws coming here for Measle. First one is up and good. She was 1 of 2 coming into today's contest. A team that's still trying to find its identity on the court for the Cougars. They lost some key pieces to graduation. Some that'll go down in some of the record books here at Concordia, including Courtney Lofink, who owns countless records at the school level and at the conference level. Short corner, pump fake could have been a travel, but Marian gets out of it. Now to the high post. Kicked across, Adams drive to the hoop, tough layup, no good. Quickly ahead, Thornton. Thornton crossing over, looking to drive on Hunter, and she threw it out of bounds. Full line change for the Cougars. The change for the Sabres will be Morgan Johnson returning. Interesting change on how Coach Rosengarten has made here, going with the pseudo Grinnell style a bit with the 5-in, 5-out approach. Marian ball here, trailing 7-5 here, under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Jumper from the free throw line is no good. It'll be ran down by Kayla Holliker. This is definitely your more offensively minded group for the Cougars, with Bloom and Core on the floor. Bloom's pass high. Core couldn't get a handle on it, and the Sabres have a chance here in transition. Drive, step, and an offensive foul called on Hunter. Good job by Sam Bloom getting back, drawing the foul. That'll be her second, team third. Cougars will make a substitution. Kayla Kohler will come in for Kayla Holliker. So the Cougars already with 11 different players that have played in this ball game. (7-5) your score, 3:30 remaining in the first frame. Bloom has it. Kohler calling for it in the post. Couldn't get a handle on the pass. Bloom will hoist a long 3 from the wing. It rims out, no good. Last time these two teams met up, it was a slow-scoring first quarter. It was 10-10 after the opening frame. 3 from the right corner comes up well long, and Bloom will run it down. Ahead, 3 from the wing, no good. Core goes up, and he'll bring it down with the offensive board. Ludwig will back it out, and the Cougars working with a fresh 30. Ludwig wanted to kick it to the outside to Bloom and threw it out of bounds. And we'll have more substitutions on the Marian side. Marian ball here, 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-5 your score. Into the high post. Kick, open look from 15 feet is up and good out of the hands of Sarah Schultz. All tied up at 7. Bloom now, Ludwig on the wing. Swing it around now right side. In the hands of McLeod. She needs a place to go with it. Nearly avoided the 5-second call. Now Ludwig's trapped in the corner. Under 10 to shoot. Bloom needs somewhere to go. It's to Core, who has it ripped away. Quickly down the floor by Searchin. 3 from the left side, catches iron, no good. Neither team shooting well in the early goings. Both teams shooting under 25%. Kohler wanted to flip it inside the core and had it knocked away. Marian will slow down the pace here. That's 7 Cougar turnovers on the day. Jumper from the wing, no good. Loose ball, and Ludwig will run it down. Ludwig spin move inside, and she's going to get called for the travel. Substitutions on both sides. 1:12 remaining here in the opening quarter. Cougar basketball powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. So substitutions aplenty on both sides. Cougars shooting just 20%, 2 of 10. And they're going to get a traveling call on Sierra Smith. Cougars have not had a basket in the last 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Bloom to run the point, under a minute remaining in the quarter. Bloom looking to drive, now to Tilton. Inside, Haney off the and in. Cougars take a 9-7 lead. Marian looking content not to go for the 2-for-1. Drive and a foul will be called. Strong take there by Brianna Horton. Foul will be on number 32 of the Cougars, Bethany Haney, the junior's first personal. Cougars over the limit. 2 free throws coming here for the Sabres. Two free throws coming here for the Sabres. A chance to tie it up with 32 and 2 ticks remaining as the first one's off the mark. One more free throw coming here for Horton. And the second is up and good. Substitutions on the Marian side include number 13, Cassidra Duncan, and number 4, Molly Magnus. Just over a 1.5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Cougars can run this down and take the last shot of the quarter if they want it. They lead by 1 to Bloom. Now to Tilton with 12 to shoot. Bounce pass was lazy. Luckily, Holliker was there to run it down. Bounce pass inside. Southall with the basket. Good find there by Kayla Holliker. And that'll do it for the quarter. Cougars take an 11-8 lead here after 1 quarter of play. You're watching Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. We'll take a quick break. 11-8, Cougars lead it after 1.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Back here inside Geisman Gymnasium. 11-8 your score. As we get set for play here, let's take another look at that last play before the end of the quarter. Cougars doing a great job finally getting some ball movement, a little bit of motion in the offense as Holliker was able to run that down. Southall just was almost walking away when the Sabres lost track of her on the defensive end. It'll be Cougar ball here to begin the second quarter of play. Correction, it will be Sabre ball to begin the second quarter of play. As somebody's necklace must have broke. As they had to clean off the floor. So we look set to play. 11-8 your score here inside Geisman. Once again, I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. Irene Swift on the camera for you today. Drive right side, tough layup, up no good, and I believe Anna Correa just picked up her third foul. So a tough break there for Ray as she picks up her third personal. She looks frustrated. Coach Lauren Rosengarten looks frustrated as well as she has a word with the referee on the near side. There'll be 2 free throws coming here for Searchin. Her first trip to the free throw line today, and the first one's up and good. One more free throw coming here for Searchin. 11-9 your score. Marian 2 for 5 from the free throw line here today. They are a 56% free throw shooting team on the season. Second free throw comes up short. Cougars will bring it away, working with a 2-point lead here as we get farther into the second quarter of play. Bloom has it, tries to split to defenders. She got hit in the face after that got ripped away. Still gripping her nose. 3 up and comes up short out of the hands of number 24, Marie Baumgartner, who came in for Ray. Bloom still wincing a little bit in pain. Looking to be all right. Flip inside, Harris high off the glass and in. She got around core and did a good job creating an angle for herself. And we're all tied up at 11, just coming up on a minute in here in the second quarter. Right side, Tilton. Had it knocked away as she wanted to flip it across. Cougars struggling taking care of the basketball here so far today. That's turnover number 9 here, and we haven't even played a full 12 minutes yet. Inside Harris, she'll back off into the corner. Long 3, banked home out of the hands of Brianna Horton. So Marian now with a 14-11 lead. Takor at the top, now across Tilton. She'll get picked up, well extended. Now Baumgartner. Cougars now with 10 to shoot. To the wing and Holliker. Now to Bloom with 5. Cougars got to get a screen set. Bloom has it, floats one up from the free throw line, and it comes up short. Cougars still struggling offensively to get something going. Been a little bit stagnant on the offensive end. Good move inside, layups up and good out of the hands of Rachel Searchin. And the Cougars will take a timeout as the Sabres have their largest lead of the day at 16-11. 7:45 remaining here in the second quarter, 16-11 your score. Marian now shooting 35% on the night. Turnovers have been a little bit of a difference here in this one. Cougars with 9, Marian with 6. Leading scorers thus far, Paris Harris has been impressive. She leads all scorers on the day. She has 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting, including a 3. Also been a factor on the boards as well for the Sabres. She has 4 rebounds and 2 assists. For the Cougars, Bloom leads with 4 on 1 of 4 shooting. She also has 4 rebounds. I'd like to see if the Cougars can get a little bit more movement in this offense, get it going. They've struggled in the early goings this season as a team, averaging 52 points per game. Screen set by Thornton as Southall gets doubled. Now Thornton wanted to drive to the hoop, and she got called for a travel. So make that 10 turnovers now on the Cougars. It's been an 8-0 Marian run over the last 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Cougars 0 for 6 from downtown. That's one of the things that they need to do well to win ball games, is that's dribbled off the foot and out of bounds by Johnson. It'll be Cougar ball. So the Cougars going with the full line change. So on the floor now you have Measle, Wojciech, Southall, Thornton, and Dixon. And they're going to get a foul called on Paris Harris. That'll be her first personal, first team foul of the quarter. Substitution on the Marian side. Carly Wilson, the junior from Greendale, Wisconsin, enters. Cougars trying to break another scoreless drought. It's what plagued them a lot when you look at the box scores against North Park and at the Cavallo Tip-Off Classic. Offensive board off the miss, but no good, and it is a over-the-back call on the Cougars. It'll be on number 20, Southall, her second personal. Second team foul of the quarter. Under 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Harris wanted to flip it down low to Searchin, but it got tipped. Cougars have it, look to get out in transition. Thornton had it, kicked, now to Wojciech. Thornton nearly avoided a offensive foul. Referee underneath had his hand raised, but she was able to back off just in time. Dixon with a baseline jumper, no good. Loose ball, and Searchin will come away with it. Dixon had an open path to the basket, but elected to take the baseline jumper as she takes that one away from Harris, but she throws it away. Ahead, Harris, and she'll lay it up and in. So a little bit of back and forth. So there was a mistake by the referee on the end. So there'll be subs on the Marian side. So the referee thought that the ball had not been inbounded. Keller wanted a timeout on the Marian side, so they're not going to give it to her. So they're going to reset the shot clock to 29 seconds to say that the ball was inbounded. 6:11 remaining here in the second quarter. Marian leads this one 18-11. Sabres will now pick up in the full court. Thornton has it, looks to drive to the hoop. No good. She was looking for a foul as she came up short on the bunny. Cougars trying to get a little bit more pressure going on the defensive end. Good job blocking that one away by Thornton. It'll get tied up. Possession arrow favors the Cougars. And it'll be their ball with 5:46 remaining in the quarter. Asia Hunter will return to the lineup for the Sabres, replacing Horton. Marian came into today shooting 27.5% from the field. They're well over that mark right now at 37%. Cougars shooting just 22%, 4 of 18 thus far. Meese will get a screen from Dixon. Wants to hit Thornton on a backdoor cut, and she'll get fouled and go to the line. So it'll be 2 free throws here for Thornton. Core will come back into the game for the Cougars alongside Sam Bloom. So the 2 free throws coming here for Thornton, and the first one is up and no good. Core comes back in for the Cougars. It'll be number 21, Verheyen, back in for the Sabres. One more for Thornton. She is a 33% free throw shooter on the season, just 2 for 6 coming into the night. Second one is up and good, and Bloom will return. Cougars trailed 18-12 here, 5:34 remaining here in the second quarter. So Hunter will play with the 2 personal fouls for the Sabres. And she'll run the point. Now to the left side, Hunter. Cougars going with the zone and it's stolen away by Bloom. Bloom has it, wants to drive. Tough shot, no good. Measle with the offensive board, and she'll put it up and get fouled. Good hustle there on the backside by Measle to run that one down. Foul will be on number 21, Verheyen. Her first, team third. 2 free throws coming here for Measle. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line today as the first one's off the mark. Substitution on the Marian side, number 33, Cheyenne Glorfield will come in, the sophomore from Marcine, Idaho. Second free throw for Measle is up and good. Cougars 5 for 8 from the free throw line here today. They find themselves trailing by 5 as we hit the midway point of the second quarter. Good hands there by Dixon as she slaps one out of bounds, as Magnus wanted to get it inside. Marian on a 10-2 run over the last 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Drive and kick, open three is up and off the mark. Southall will come away with it. Bloom has it across to Southall. Has it, wants to drive, tough shot, no good, and she'll get fouled and shoot 2. Cougars have kind of found their niche over the last few minutes as that foul is on Glorfield. 2 free throws here for Southall. But getting to the basket, like I was saying earlier, get a little bit more movement in the offense. You do have some very good athletes on this team that have some speed. Use that to your advantage and try to create some angles to the rim. First free throw's up and good. Full substitution on the Marian side. One more free throw coming here for Southall. She was a 33% free throw shooter on the season, 6 of 18. Second free throw, rims out, no good. And it'll be tipped out of bounds by Measle, and it'll be Marian ball. 4:36 remaining here in the second quarter. Thoughts on the broadcast, thoughts on the Cougar game? You can always tweet us at CU Chicago Sports on Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram at CU Cougars. Left side, floater high is up, no good, but it's tipped out by Searchin, and Marian will continue the possession. No reset on the shot clock as that one's knocked away. Core will come away with it. Core has it now to Bloom. She looks to take it to the rim, wildly puts one up, but comes up well off the mark. Under 4 minutes remain here in the half. Punk fake Searchin to the rim, and it's blocked away and out of bounds by Jada Dixon, the freshman. Sarah Schultz will return to the Sabre lineup. She replaces Glorfield. 14 to shoot here for the Sabres. Inbounding underneath. Looking for a place to go with it. It is up, no good. Offensive board by Harris, high off the backboard, no good. Tipped out, and Bloom will come away with it. Bloom has it now to Measle. 20 to shoot to the right side, Southall. They'll swing it around. Now to Core. She looks to drive baseline, layup up, no good. Offensive board, put back up, and no good once again. Cougar shooting woes continue. Now just shooting 4 of 22 here in the first half. They're one of their last 11 shooting here today. Inside kicked, Harris from 18 feet comes up off front iron, no good. Bloom has it, wants to drive to the rim, no good. Offensive board for Southall, and she got fouled. And it'll be free throws as the Cougars are now in the double bonus. It'll be 2 free throws. Foul is on number 20, Johnson, her first, team 5th. So 2 more free throws coming here for Southall. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line here today. Cougars in the bonus. Trying to claw back in here. Marian is led by as many as 7. First one is off the mark, no good. Cougars last led this one at the beginning of the quarter at 11-9. Marian's been scoreless over the last 3:26. Very low scoring game here through the first quarter in, we'll call it 3 quarters. 18-15, Cougars back within a possession. Now onto the right wing. Sabres looking to break a 3.5-minute scoreless drought as that one's off the mark. Measle has it, Cougars with numbers forward. She'll back it off as the Sabres did a good job getting back in transition. To Southall, drives right side, layup is up and good. And the Cougars are back within 1 and a timeout's on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one. 2:24 remaining here in the second quarter. Cougars trailing by a point. Back inside Geisman Gymnasium. 2:24 remaining here in the second quarter. 18-17, Sabres lead it. Looking for a place to go after the Cougar game. Head to Doc Ryan's on Madison Street. Always there for all your Cougar post-game needs. 2:15 remaining. Sabres looking again to end a long scoreless drought here in the second quarter. And the Cougars come away with another steal. Cougars on a quick 6-0 run. Holliker passed up on a good look for 3. That's where she usually takes it from. Long 2 is up and good out of the hands of Jada Dixon. So the Cougars reclaim the lead at 19-18. See if they can keep this run going. Inside searching, tipped away. Cougars come away with it once again. That's 12 Marian turnovers here in the first half. Cougars have converted those turnovers into 9 points thus far. Cougars with 15 to shoot. They want to get inside to Southall, but Measle is called for the travel. Substitution on the Marian side is Adams, who will return, and she will replace Magnus. Coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. Cougars leading this one by 1. Marian has led by as many as 7 points here in the first half. Neither team shooting extremely well here in the opening half. Searching needs a place to go. Bounce pass, short jumper off the mark. Offensive board is knocked away, and the Cougars will come away with it with under a minute remaining in the half. Baseline drive, Kayla Holliker strong off the glass too much. Out of bounds, and it'll be last touched by Holliker. And it'll be Sabre ball with 44.8 seconds remaining. And we'll have a timeout taken on the Cougar side. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Correction, it'll be a full timeout on the floor. So we will take a timeout with the one on the floor. Cougars leading this one 19-18, 44.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, will provide the opportunity.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium as we take another look at the South Hall drive that got the Cougars back within one. A great pump fake, getting the Cougars offense going, which is sputtered here in the first half. Neither team getting the offense going extremely well. Marian shooting 26%, Cougars shooting 23%. Cougars 0 of 6 from downtown thus far. They'll pick up in the full court here as we get set for play here with 44.8 seconds remaining in the half. And the Cougars come away with a steal. Measle has it inside. Voyacek off the glass and in. Cougars doing a good job getting the pressure up. They now take a 3-point lead. Searchin up and in. A good answer by the Sabres. Cougars can take the last shot of the half if they want it with the shot clock turned off. Measle get ahead to Haney. Kicks. Kayla Holliker for 3 from the wing. Too strong. Loose ball. Dixon has it and kicks it. Voyacek for 3 from the right side. Too strong as well. Dixon again with the offensive board. That will get tied up. Possession arrow favors the Sabres. Cougars have ramped up the energy here over the last few minutes. Cougars on a 10-2 run over the last 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Marian gets it in. They got to work quick. Last second shot will not happen as it gets tipped away. And the Cougars will take a 21-20 lead into the halftime break. A low-scoring first half here at Geisman for the home opener. Cougars had trailed by as many as 7 as Marian held a lead at 18-11. Last lead at 18-17 as the Cougars took the lead late here in the second quarter. Some stats for you. Paris Harris leads all scorers here today with 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting. She has 6 boards and 2 assists as well. Marian shoots 28.6% in the half, 33%, 2 of 6 from 3. For the Cougars, they shoot 24% as a team. South Hall leads the team with 6 points on the day, 2 of 3 shooting. Cougars 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Sam Bloom leads the team with 5 rebounds. Turnover is a big problem for both teams thus far. Marian with 15, Cougars with 12. We'll take a break. Halftime here at Geisman. 21-20 your score at the break. We'll get you set up with second half action in just a little bit. You're watching Cougar Basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Cougar Basketball also brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park on Madison Street. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out to community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium. Once again, I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Irene Swift on the camera. I'd like to thank her for all her hard work here today, coming in after the Thanksgiving holiday. Let us be the last to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a lot of fun spending time with family and friends. As we head towards the Christmas season, as basketball season starts to get into the full swing of things here in River Forest, Illinois. Cougars will be back here on Tuesday night for When I'm 64 night. They will take on Concordia, Wisconsin at 7:15. It'll be the first doubleheader of the season, as the Cougars will have Marian University on the men's side. That game starting at 5 p.m. This is the first of 3 home games in a row for the Cougars. They play Marian today, CUW on Tuesday, and then they host Edgewood College a week from today here in River Forest as well. Getting you set up for the second half. Marian closed the second quarter going just 1 for their last 10 shooting from the field. CUC closing the half on a 10-2 run after Marian had built their lead out to 18-11 with 5:34 remaining in the half. CUC responding in a big way to get themselves a lead. They definitely ramped up the pressure late in that second quarter to get a few more turnovers, which have been a huge factor for both teams. 16 turnovers for the Marian Sabres, 13 for the Cougars. So neither team playing exactly clean basketball, but in the conference, a win is a win. So one of these teams looking to pick up a victory here today. Cougars looking to go 2-0 in the conference and win their 5th straight home opener. Sabres looking to pick up their first win of the season. We get ready for second half action here in River Forest. Glad you chose to spend your afternoon here with us. It has been Paris Harris leading the way for the Sabres through the first 2 quarters of play. She has 9 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 2 assists. For the Cougars, Deja Southall was able to stay out of foul trouble, and she had 2 personals in the half, but was able to avoid picking up a third. She had 6 points. In total, the Cougars had 7 different players score, as they've used 12 different players in total so far here today. It'll be the Cougars' ball to begin the second half of play. As we get set for second half action. Cougars lead this one 21-20. They'll have the ball, as I said, to begin the second half. Onto the right side, flipped across Tilton. Tilton needs to flip it inside. Core off the backboard, too strong. CUC struggled inside so far, as they have shooting outside as well. Cougars 0 of 8 shooting from downtown. Harris to the rim, and she'll get fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Fouls on number 14, Crystal Core, her first personal. Harris making her second trip to the free throw line. Came up empty on her first 2 attempts, as the first is up and no good. Marian as a team now 2 for 7 shooting from the charity stripe. A team that did not shoot well through their first 3 games from the free throw line, just 56% as the second one's up and good. And we're tied up at 21. Tilton getting tied up. Ray missed a lot of that first half with 3 personal fouls. Tilton from the top for 3 comes up off the mark, and the Cougars shooting woes from downtown continue. As a team shooting just 25% on the season from deep. Bloom nearly picked the pocket of Horton, but now it's to Harris. Layup high off the glass and in, and the Sabres retake the lead. Tilton now looks to drive, gets cut off, kicks, Core, 18-footer, rims out, no good. Cougars can't seem to buy a basket here so far in the second half. Flipped inside, good defense by Holliker, who tipped it out of bounds. Cougars are 15-8 at home over the past 2 seasons, as the Cougars go with a full line change just a minute and 34 seconds into the second half. Marian will be working with 17 seconds to shoot. Kick is to Searchin. Has it, wants to drive. Tough shot, no good. Good job by Jada Dixon, staying straight up. Ahead, layup Measle, no good. Loose ball, and the Sabres will come away with it. Just over 2 minutes in here to the second half. Marian opening it on a 5-0 run. Harris has it. Tough shot over the outstretched arms of Dixon and in. Make that a 7-0 Marian run now. (25-21) Sabres. Thornton looking for space, getting a screen from Dixon. She'll take a 3 from the wing. That's too strong. Offensive board, though, for Southall. Measle had it, passed up on a 3, wanted to drive, and she got fouled going to the hoop, and it'll be a foul, and it'll be Cougar ball underneath. Foul is on number 24, Schultz. Her second personal. Substitution will be Hunter into the game alongside number 4, Magnus. Cougar ball underneath. Voyachek to inbound. It's out to Dixon. Cougars starting to look a little stagnant like they did early in that second quarter before they got things going. Southall has it, wants to drive, and they're going to get a foul called on a reach-in on Sarah Schultz. That'll be her third personal. Second team foul of the quarter. It'll be number 21, Verheyen, will come into the game. Cougar ball with a fresh 30 underneath. Voyachek to inbound. He'll kick it to Thornton, and it's stolen away by Searchin. Hunter thought about trying to get it out in transition, but smartly pulled it back. High post Searchin. Good find underneath. Cougars collapse, and good job staying straight up there by Voyachek as the shot was too strong by Magnus. Voyachek has it now to Dixon. 3 from the left side, and it's up and in. 3 for Jada Dixon. Cougars back within 1. Coming up on 6:30 remaining in the third quarter. Cougars trying to get a little bit momentum on their side. Hunter has it. Now across. Right side, 5 to shoot. Lost ball, tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Marian ball with 2 to shoot. Flipped in, and the Cougars will come away with it. Another turnover. That's 17 now for the Sabres. Measle has it, flipped it in. Southall couldn't get a handle on it. And the Cougars with their 15th turnover as both teams continue to struggle, as they're going to get a traveling violation on the Sabres. Annika Ray comes back in as we take another look at the three-pointer from Jada Dixon. Spotting up the forward, knocking it down and pulling the Cougars back within 1. So it'll be Cougar ball here. 5:55 remaining in the third quarter. Thornton has it, needs somewhere to go with it. Inside Voyachek, and she got fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Foul is on Searchin. That's her first personal. 2 shots for Maddie Voyachek, and she knocks down the first. Substitution as Paris Harris returns for the Sabres alongside Brianna Horton. One more free throw coming here for Voyachek. Cougars have tied this one up. Chance to retain the lead. And it is up and good. Cougars trying to find their stroke from the charity stripe. They're 9 of 14 here today. They lead at 26-25. And they're going to get a foul on Voyachek at the top with a block. That is her first personal, second team foul here of the third quarter. To the high post, bounce pass Harris. Kicks it up, 3 from the top is up and off front iron. Offensive board, second chance is no good. Another offensive board, and it's knocked out of bounds by Voyachek. Crystal Core will return for the Cougars. Swung around to the top. 23 seconds to work with as Southall comes away with the steal. Gets it ahead. Core who will lay it up and put it in. Cougars now up 3. Trying to get a little bit more momentum. 3 from the left side comes up off iron, no good. Core comes down with it and gets fouled. And the Cougars will have it. So we take another look at it. Good hands by Deja Southall. Come away with the steal and get it ahead quickly to Core. Help the Cougars extend the lead. And as we get things back underway, there's a foul called. No, correction, a travel called on Core. Correction, Ray. .425 remaining in the third quarter. Swung right side. Deeper into the corner, Searchin. Skip pass across to the top. Horton thought about a long 2. Now to the side, under 10 to shoot to Harris. Marian trying to break a 3-minute scoring drought, and they're going to get a travel called on Harris before the shot. Cougars on a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Cougars with just 1 3-pointer on the day. That came out of the hands of Jada Dixon. Across the front, and good for Deja Southall. The Cougars continue to get a little bit momentum. Their largest lead of the day at 5. Dixon doing a good job fronting Harris in the post. Horton needs an outlet. Got away with a travel, it looks like. Now Harris will pick it up. 5 to shoot. Harris doubled. Tries to cut through. Horton had it blocked, and the Cougars come away with another strong possession. To Thornton. Now Southall who will lay it up and get fouled. So it'll be 2 shots here for the Cougars trying to build on their lead. So 2 free throws coming here for Southall. Has 8 points on the day. Cougars trying to continue a 9-0 run. As there will be substitution on the Marian side. It'll be number 24, Sarah Schultz. One more free throw here for Southall. 3:02 remaining in the third. Cougars lead by 5. Second free throw is up and good, and Southall get replaced by Sam Bloom. Southall with a team high 9 points and 6 boards. She's been all over the place here for the Cougars here today. Marian without a basket in the last almost 5 minutes, and they're going to get Harris for a travel before the 3. 2:47 remaining in the third quarter. Cougars trying to build on a 6-point advantage. Bloom to run the point. She came in averaging 14 points per game. She's been held relatively quiet with just 4 points today. Thornton with a strong take to the basket and shot no good. Tried to cut through 2 defenders and came up empty. Marian trying to respond. Jumper off the mark, and it's an offensive board. Cougars just kind of looked at each other. Core and Bloom thinking each other were going to grab the ball. Tipped around, tough drive, and they're going to get a foul on the take to the basket. It'll be 2 free throws here for Brianna Horton. Foul is on number 25, Michaela Thornton. Her second personal. Correction, first personal. 2 shots here for the Sabres. Horton at the line. Horton has started all 3 games for the Sabres. Had not attempted a free throw until tonight. She is 1-3. Thornton gets replaced by Measle. 2:10 remaining in the third. Cougars working with a 6-point advantage. Second free throw is long, no good. Tipped around, and Horton comes away with her own offensive board. She lost it, though, underneath. Measle comes away with it. Bloom has it, looking to get out in transition. She'll take it, drive. Layup is up and good for Sam Bloom. Cougars now with a little bit of breathing room here, leading by 8. We come up on 100 seconds remaining in the third. Good job collapsing on the defense there for the Cougars. Horton wants a 3 from the top, and it rolls off no good. Loose ball underneath, and Bloom will come away with it for the Cougars. Cougars on a 12-0 run over the last 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Measle gets a screen from Dixon. Now to Ray. Ray across. Dixon wants another 3, and it's too long. Horton will slow up the pace. Cougars want to play at that faster pace. Marian showing that they don't want to, as the Cougars have been able to take advantage of the pace over the last 6 minutes. To the right side. Cougars collapsing, searching, wanted to put it off the glass but came up short. And there's a foul called as Ray brought down the rebound. He'll be shooting. Foul is on number 32. It'll be on Sierra Strope Robinson. There'll be 2 free throws coming here for Annika Ray. 42.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. First of 2 for Ray is up and good. Tilton, Haney, and Southall come in for the Cougars. They replace Core, Bloom, and Dixon. Cougars doing better, shooting 36% here in this third quarter. Marian shooting just 2 of 11, 0 for 4 from downtown. Second free throw is up and good for Ray. Her first 2 points of the day, as the Cougars lead stands at 10. Cougars going into his own defense here. Tipped. Haney had it go off. She didn't realize that it was coming under the basket. At the top. Now 12 to shoot for the Sabres. Right side, Verhagen, and she'll get fouled. It'll be on number 34, Michaela Tilton. It'll be her first personal. 4th team foul, so no free throws here. Shot clock turned off. Marian can now take the last shot of the quarter if they want it. Bounce pass high post, searching. Jumper from the free throw line, and that ends a 14-0 Cougar run. Cougars got to hurry, under 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. I don't think Ray realized it right away. Now has it, wants to drive. Last second layup, no good, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Cougars lead this one 35-27 after 3 quarters of play. CUC went on a 14-2 run over the last 7 minutes and 42 seconds of that third quarter to take this lead heading into the final frame. We'll take a quick break, get you set up for the fourth quarter action here in River Forest in just a few moments. You're listening to Cougar Basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium, I'm Jay Selner on the Cougar Sports Network. Irene Swift on the camera for you today. Cougars take an 8-point lead here into the fourth and final quarter of play. They went on a 14-2 run to close play in the third quarter as Deja Southall comes away with the miss. Ray has it, wants to drive, flips one up, and she'll get fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Foul is on number 44, Rachel Searchin. Her second. First team foul for the Sabres. 2 free throws coming here for Ray. And the first one's long, no good. Southall coming close to a double-double on the day. Has 9 points and 7 boards. Crystal Core will return for Bethany Haney. Marian won for their last 10 as a team. As the second free throw for Ray is up and good. 36-27 your score early here in the fourth quarter. Swung back to the right side. Marian passed up on a good look for 3. Now it'll be a long baseline 2 that's too strong, and Ray will corral it and bring it away. Cougars have forced 22 Marian turnovers so far today. Ray getting a screen from Measle, doesn't use it, splits the defenders, floats one up and over the front of the rim and in. Annika Ray trying to get back in on the action as the Cougars extend their lead back out to 11. Shot inside, no good. Offensive board for Searchin, and she'll get fouled and shoot 2. Foul will be on number 20 of the Cougars, Southall. Her third. First team foul for the Cougars. Searching at the line to shoot 2. First of 2 is up, and it is good. Substitutions on both sides. Cougars have forced, as I said, 22 Marian turnovers so far here tonight. They forced 31 Marian turnovers in the season opener in Fond du Lac. Second free throw is no good as it comes up just short. And the Cougars have a little miscommunication, and they throw it out of bounds off the miss. And the Cougars will take a timeout after that. It'll be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. 8:45 remaining here in quarter number 4. You're listening to Cougar Basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium, 8:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Cougars lead this one 38-28. Cougar basketball powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park, eat more chicken. Marian ball after the Cougar turnover. They'll quickly get it inside Harris. Good up and under move, but it's swatted away by Dixon. She got all of that one and sent it back to the house. 3 for Harris from the wing is well off the mark. And it'll be saved, no, out of bounds, as Sarah Schultz stepped on the line. And the Cougars will take over. Cougar ball, 8:27 remaining in the fourth. To the wing and Kayla Holliker. Definitely a player you want to get going if you're CUC. Her ability to stretch the floor with the long ball as Anna Correa takes it to the rack and puts it in. Cougars extend their lead to 12. Correction, to the left side. Swung now right side, under 20 to shoot for the Sabres. High post searching, long jumper, no good. Southall comes away with it. Now has 9 rebounds to go along with those 9 points. See if she can get her first career double-double in the maroon and gold. To the top, Dixon. Now Southall will start it again at the top. Has it, looks to drive, kicks core. Holliker passed up on a 3. Now bounce past Dixon, under 10 to shoot. Tough angled jumper, no good. Right side, Harris with a long 3 that comes up short. Saved by Searchin, but Kayla Holliker will run it down. Southall looking, lost it. Last touched by the Sabres. It'll be Cougar ball. Bloom and Voyachek will come back in for the Cougars. So we take another look at that big block by Jada Dixon. So substitutions on both sides. Cougars with 12 to shoot. Inside core, tough shot, no good, but she was fouled and she'll shoot 2. So 2 free throws coming here for Crystal Core. She has just 2 points on the night, 1 of 7. Struggled offensively, but she's been one of the more reliable players for CUC this season. She knocks down the first, averaging 7.3 points per game, but more importantly, 8.5 rebounds per game this season. Has had double-digit rebounds 2 out of the first 4 contests as a second free throw comes up in and out. Three from the right side is hoisted in, no good, out of the hands of Sarah Schultz. Cougars working with a 13-point lead. Holliker will skip it across. Bloom passed up on a good-looking three, but takes it, loses it on the way to the hoops. Schultz might have got a piece of it. Hunter will back it out for the Sabres. So we hit the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Inside, and they're going to get Holliker for a reach and foul. The Cougar crowd not happy with that one. So the foul on Holliker will be her first personal. Dating back to the last quarter, the Cougars on a 20-3 run over the last 11 minutes and 44 seconds. Marian wanted their last 17 from the field. Good inbounds play and count it with a foul for the Sabres as Brianna Horton's able to put it up and in. Foul will be on number 13, Kayla Holliker, her second, as Marian tries to get themselves back in it. One free throw coming here, and it comes up short, and Voyachek will bring it away. Bloom and Thornton had a little miscommunication who's bringing it up the floor. Drive and a foul put Maddie Voyachek at the line. Foul is on number 24, Sarah Schultz. That's her fourth personal. 2 free throws coming here for Maddie Voyachek. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line here tonight. First is up and good. Substitution will be Asia Hunter for the Sabres. Cougars leading 42-30, 5:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Second free throw is off back iron. Fight for the loose ball. And it will be Hunter coming, or excuse me, Horton coming away with it. Into the short corner. Drive, tough shot, no good. Offensive board, though, for the Sabres. Horton with a good look for three. Comes up off iron, no good. And it's out of bounds, Cougar ball. Southall still continues to lead the Cougars offense with 9 points. Harris with 14, a game-high 14 for the Sabres, as a nice flip inside as Core is able to put it off the backboard and in. Nice play there by the Cougars as they extend their lead out to 14, their largest of the day. Cougars will get called for the kick ball here. It'll be 15 to shoot for the Sabres as Rachel Searchin will come back into the game. So substitutions on the Cougars side. 44-30, they lead it. Marian with 15 to shoot. Inside Searchin. Turnaround jumper off the backboard, no good. Measle will bring it away. Three for Dixon, no, long two, but it's no good. And they'll get Core for the offensive foul. Foul on Core is her second, team fourth. So from here on out, every foul, the Sabres will be shooting the double bonus. Horton had it deflected, wanted to find Searchin. She'll drive, and it was deflected, I believe, by Dixon. Loose ball. Sabres will have it, and there will be a timeout on the floor. So a timeout taken by the Sabres to retain possession. I believe it'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll take a quick one, too. 30-second timeout on the floor. 4:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. Back inside Geisman Gymnasium. As that one goes out of bounds, it'll stay with the Sabres. 4:09 remaining in the fourth. Cougars working with a 14-point lead. They're going to have a whistle blown. So they're going to have an issue with the table. Not quite sure what the issue was. I wasn't exactly looking at the clock. So it'll be 23 seconds to shoot when we resume play. 4:08 remaining in the fourth. Deja Southall just a rebound and a point shy of a double-double. Annika Ray has 7. She's played limited minutes, just 14 for the Cougars here today. She had 3 personal fouls early in this ball game. Cougars on a 23-5 run over the last 13 minutes and 36 seconds. So they're going to set the shot clock to 19. And we'll get back set for play. Harris with a game-high 14 on 6 of 12 shooting. She also has 7 boards. As a foul will be called and 2 free throws will follow here for the Sabres. Foul will be on number 14, Crystal Core. Her 3rd personal. Cougars over the limit. 2 free throws coming here for the Sabres. Number 2, Tiara Smith, the senior from Detroit, Michigan. First free throws up and good. Smith, a perfect 100% coming into tonight from the free throw line. Second free throw is no good, and the announcer's curse holds true. Core with the rebound, and she'll bring it up the floor. To Southall. Has it, looks to drive, and kicks to Measle. Voyacek with a 3 from the wing, and it's no good. Harris will come away with it. Mary needs to get their offense going here quickly. Offensive board for Searchin. Tough shot, no good, and she got bailed out with a foul, and she'll shoot 2. Foul is on number 20, Southall. That's her 4th personal. So it'll be 2 free throws coming here for Searchin, who's 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. She was an 85% free throw shooter coming into this contest. First is up and good. Annika Ray will return for Maddie Voyacek. Cougars with 2 timeouts remaining. Marian with 3. Second free throw is up and good. So Marian within 11. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Searchin now with 10 points for the Sabres to go along with 6 rebounds. Southall now Measle. All the way around to Core. Core with the screen. Now 13 to shoot. Dixon coming to set the screen. Ray has it. Tough shot off the glass, but it gets an offensive board, and it got ripped away again. Hunter out in transitional, back it away. Marian with a chance to get this game back to single possession, or single digits. High post Searchin from the free throw line, and it's good. And a timeout's taken on the floor. Marian back within 9, 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. We have a full timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. 2:45 remaining in this one. Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
second by Geisman Gymnasium. 2:45 remaining in this ball game. Cougars lead by 9. They've had this out to as many as a 14-point lead. Biggest lead of the day was 44-30 with 4:01 remaining. Marian answering, though, they're on a quick 5-0 run. So they got this game back within 9 points. Marian has led in this ball game. They had a 7-point lead with 5:34 remaining in the second quarter. Marian has turned it over 23 times on the day. Cougars have turned those 23 turnovers into 19 points, which has really been the difference in this ball game. Cougars have turned it over a lot themselves. They've turned it over 18 times, but Marian has only turned that into 9 points. So there's your 10-point difference right there. Marian has had a lot of second chances, 18 offensive rebounds. So among other things for Coach Lauren Rosengarten to focus on in practice Sunday and Monday, it's going to be that hitting the defensive boards. Core, pump fake, nice take to the rim and in. So a good answer coming out of the timeout by CUC to extend their lead back to 11. Hunter has it, 3 from the wing, nearly banks it home, and Southall comes away with it. She has 10 rebounds as that one's knocked away from Ray and out of bounds. And the possession will stay with the Cougars as number 32, Sierra Strope Robinson, comes in, replacing Harris. I wouldn't expect her to be on the bench for very long. So Ray to inbound. Cougars can burn some clock here. Bloom on the floor. She has 6 points on 2 of 9 shooting. Screen set by Core. Southall wants to flip it inside Core. Couldn't get a handle on it initially. Southall has it, wants to drive. Hard off the backboard, no good. Under 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line comes up short. Search and gets it tied up with Ray, and it'll be Cougar ball. Kayla Hollickler will come into the game for the Cougars. She will replace Dixon as the Cougars get a good set of free throw shooters on the floor. 107 seconds remain. Ball will be inbounded to Core. She'll get doubled, and Marian nearly came away with a steal, but there's going to be a foul called on Smith, and that'll be the 4th team foul, so no free throws here for the Cougars. First foul on Smith. Inbound will be to Southall. Cougars working on the press break. They'll get it across into the hands of Ray, and there will be a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Lauren Rosengarten. 1:35 remaining in this one. 46-35 your score. Cougars have had a lot of offense from a lot of different people today. 9 different players have scored in this one, led by Southall with those 9 points. Things have slowed down here in the fourth quarter for CUC. They had as much as a 23-5 run that helped them build this lead. CUC shooting 40% here, their best of the day in the fourth quarter. Marian just 2 of 18. They're 0 for 7 from downtown. Just 2 of 7 as a team. If you combine the two teams, they are a grand total of 3 for 30 from behind the arc. So Cougar ball coming out of the timeout. Trying to burn some clock. Bloom almost got called for the travel. Holliker wisely passes on the 3. Now under 10 to shoot. Ray has it. Now to Bloom. Trying to drive. It's stolen away. Strope Robinson has it. Gets cut off. Good job by Core getting back in transition. Marian's going to have to go in a hurry. Left side Horton, now up to the top Hunter. 15 to shoot as we've reached the final minute of play. Ray will come away with the steal. No, it'll get tied up. And possession arrow will stay with the Sabres. They'll have 9 seconds to shoot. 54 0.8 seconds remain in this one. And we'll have a timeout on the floor taken by the Sabres. It'll be a 30-second timeout on the floor. For upcoming Cougar basketball action, you can always find all the links and live feeds at cucougars.com/coverage. CUC will return to Geisman Gymnasium floor on Tuesday night as they host Concordia, Wisconsin. On When I'm 64 night as we raise money for foster homes. You can read all about the really cool story behind it as we talk about Lauren Rosengarten's father and talk about the story of Crystal Core, the junior for the Cougars, and kind of what that whole cause is about. I really, really encourage you to go to cucougars.com and look at what the cause is going to be for on Tuesday night. It's a really good one, and I hope everybody can donate to the cause. And if you can't, just come out and support the cause on Tuesday night. 3 off the wing, no good. Offensive board, though. Drive to the basket. Layup up, no good for the Sabres. They're going to have to pressure. We'll see if they decide to foul here, trailing by 11 as that's tipped out of bounds. Cougars will have just 2 seconds to get it across the midcourt line. And Coach Lauren Rosengarten wants her final timeout. And she'll take that one. I believe it'll be a full timeout on the floor. Correction, a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one, too.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium. Sorry about that break in the action. Best thing about technology is that when it goes bad on you. Turnover gives the ball back to the Sabres. 25.1 seconds remaining, and we're going to have another timeout on the floor. It'll be the final timeout of this ball game as both coaches have exhausted their timeouts. It gives Marian a chance to advance the ball. So it's a full timeout on the floor. Cougars lead this one 46-35. Crystal Core, 3 of her last 4. Neither team with a basket over the last 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Another low-scoring affair. As I said before, Cougars will play host to CUW on Tuesday night before hosting Edgewood on December 1st. As we roll into December here, 2018 quickly coming to a close. For the Sabres, after tonight's game, they will host MSOE on December 1st, so they will have a nice week to prepare for that one. Then they will head to Rockford and Lakeland following that. 25.1 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Marian needs to go very quickly. And there's going to be a foul called. And it'll be 2 free throws here with the clock stops. Foul is on Crystal Core, her 4th. Cougars over the limit. So it'll be 2 free throws here for Hunter. First one is up and no good. Second free throw is up and off the mark. And the Cougars can dribble this one out with the clock stopped, and the Sabres choose to foul, and it'll be on Paris Harris, her 3rd personal. Sabres over the limit, so it'll be 2 free throws here. Kayla Holliker will go to the line to shoot 2. First of 2 for the senior is in and out, no good. This one all about wrapped up as the Cougars are going to pick up their second win of the season, second conference win as they sweep the Sabres in the season series. Three up off the mark. Marian gets an offensive board. Horton has it. Tough shot for Schultz, and that will do it. Cougars, winners here today as they pick up their second win of the season. Second time that they have taken down the Marian Sabres on the season. Going over some stats as this one goes final. For the Sabres, Paris Harris finishes with 14, Rachel Searchin with 12. Harris just a rebound shy of a double-double. For the Cougars, Jaser Southall has 9 points and 10 boards, just a point shy of a double-double. Anna Correa with 7 points, 6 boards. Cougars shoot 29.4% as a team on the night. Sabres shoot 20%. Cougars use a big 23-5 run between the third and fourth quarter to open this one up. They will be back here Tuesday night to take on CU Dubs. CUC now 2-3 overall, 2-0 in the NAC as CUC moves to 16-8 at home over the past 2 seasons. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I'm CJ Sellner for our camera girl, Irene Swift. I'm CJ Sellner. Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday night as the Cougars take on the Concordia, Wisconsin Falcons. Post-game recap and press conference can be found at cucougars.com in just a little bit. Signing off for tonight, Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Cougars 46-35 winners here over the Sabres. Good night.